The boys did well today.
You won?
No, we didn't win. I mean, you can't expect to have a championship team in one day. I mean, give me a couple of games.
Okay, Coach, but how'd my little fly guy do?
2 homers. He's my ace in the hole. The trouble is these kids, they have a thing about playing fair, you know. It's very disheartening to me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Mind if I cut out early? I'm in a terrible rush.
Oh, honey, it's not even mid-morning yet.
Well, I got a call from the nursery school, and my little girl's been crying all day.
So?
Well, it's not good when somebody cries all day.
Well, it gives them character. It helps her grow up.
She doesn't need to grow up. She's only 2.
It's okay. Go ahead. You can take off.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
You are letting our receptionist go on her first day.
Julia, just let her get used to our schedule first.
Now, you're kidding, right?
Am I causing a problem
No,
here?
not at all.
Yes.
Things are fine. No, everything's okay. I think that she should be able to spend some quality time with her daughter.
Thank you so much. And I'm sorry, this won't happen ever again, unless there's an emergency, of course. I do love this job. Thank
Good.
you.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
No, Felicia,
Okay.
honey. Scott!
What's the matter with you? She's got credentials, for crying out loud. She's doing us a favor. She's well overqualified for this job.
Oh, well, great. Now all we have to do is hire a typist, a stenographer, and somebody to answer the phones to help her out.
Well, at least she doesn't have a shady past, or at least she's not going to embarrass us, you know, by getting drunk and trying to rekindle some relationship that's dead and gone.
Well, if it isn't my favorite robber baron. Oh, what's this, another hot deal for ELQ?
How could you tell?
Is that glint in your eye?
Really?
Yeah.
And what glint is that?
Oh, you know, those little dollar signs that flash on and off. How do you do that?
Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I guess nobody's as lucky as you are.
Well, what can I say? You know, your good friend Simon Romero may be very smooth on the dance floor, but when it comes to the art of negotiating, he still has a few things to learn.
See, that's your problem, Ned. No self-confidence.
So I see that you brought along a dinner date, too?
Yeah, kind of shows you where my life's at these days.
Would you like to join me for a drink?
No, actually, I was just going to sit by myself and go over these reports. Sure, why not? What the hey?
Have a seat.
Thank you.
You know, I have to admit that I admire how you take your work so seriously, but I can't understand why you don't use your evenings to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Well, I'm always open to exceptions.
Is a good bottle of wine one of those exceptions?
Always.
Waiter!
Ooh, very nice. Do you mind if I ask you a dumb question?
You are incapable of asking a dumb question. Fire it away.
What is a newly married man like you doing out for dinner with me instead of being home with your beautiful bride?
It's a very good question.
Thank you.
It's not by choice. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring anything up.
No. Don't get me wrong. We're definitely not on the outs.
Oh, good. You had me worried there for a minute. So I have another dumb question. What do you think about your relative's little project here, meaning your little brother-in-law and your stepfather? This waterfront thing seems like a winner of an idea to me.
You know, we've had a lovely dinner. Let's not spoil it by talking about Eckert and Hornsby. I'd much rather talk about deception.
It's going great guns.
Great.
As a matter of fact, we have orders pouring in from all over the country.
So what's next?
Cross our fingers and hope we can fill the orders.
No, what I meant was, do you plan to expand the line, branch out?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I'm thinking of opening a whole line of deception cosmetics. And I may even leave some space here in the hotel. Open kind of a unique, chic, boutique, kind of a spa to help push the cosmetics.
That's smart.
Thank you.
Very smart, but I think you're thinking too small.
Well, la-di-da-di you too.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The Port Charles Hotel is up for sale.
And?
And if you're right about my in-laws' waterfront project, the real estate values in this area are going to skyrocket. This hotel is going to be worth 5-6 times what it's worth today.
I know. But what I don't know is if I have time to be running a hotel.
We could go out partners.
Partners. You know, ELQ has enough money in its petty cash to buy this thing if you're really interested. What do you want me for, Ned?
Because you're the shrewdest businesswoman I've ever met. And we could make a hell of a team.
Well, thank you for the compliment. And coming from a man I respect as much as you, that means a lot. But I don't know.
Well, it's just an idea. A brilliant one, if I do say so myself.
And you do?
Just think about it. We'll both think about it.
We'd be fools not to think about it.
I mean, if the prospect of making money and having a little fun doesn't appeal to you, forget it.
Oh, Ned, I don't know. Making money and having fun, it just might be too much for my psyche to cope with.
Mm-hmm. But you could endure it if you had to.
If I had to. Thank you so much for dinner, Ned. But I still have work to do.
Yes, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy every minute of it.
Tell you what, we'll talk.
That's a deal. Good night.
Good night, Ned.
Hi. How are you doing?
Well, fine, thank you. Is she busy?
Well, she's on the phone right now, but she should be done in just a few minutes.
So, how are you?
Oh, good. My short-term memory's pretty good. I remember seeing you at the club last week.
Oh, please. That wasn't exactly my finest hour. I'm sorry to hear that you saw that.
I don't know. You seem to be having the time of your life. You were feeling no pain at all.
Felicia, don't you have some typing to remember how to do?
Yes, I have lots of typing.
We can agree upon terms. You could start to develop a line of deception cosmetics immediately. It could be on the shelves before you open the spa. Good pitch, Dominique. But I know all the advantages and disadvantages of being in a partnership.
I agree with Dominique. I think the two of you are perfect for each other.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, you're both beautiful and brainy, and that's a winning combination, if you ask me.
No one did. Is there a reason for this interruption, Felicia?
Well, yeah, I have some phone messages for you. And also, I wanted to tell you that I made some fresh, roasted French coffee. Oh,
Felicia.
to the last.
Felicia.
Rob.
Felicia.
No coffee?
No coffee.
Fine, no more interruptions.
Thank you. Gosh, do you believe her? Well, she is enthusiastic. I will give her that. No, she had no need of embarrassing you about the other night. Oh, Julia, I wasn't embarrassed. But I will admit, there is one part of that evening that's still kind of a mystery to me. Which part? Well, I remember we ended up on the docks. Yeah, with our best dresses on, our shoes off, sitting on the dock, dangling our feet in the water, bitching about men. As vaguely it comes back to me. It's, it's just that, it's what happened after I got home that I'm a little worried about. Oh, you mean Mac? Mm-hmm. What? I mean, I hope I didn't do anything to lead him on and make him think that I wanted to try and get him into bed. You think you slept with him? No, God, no. Yes, that would be the absolute worst thing. The last thing I want to have happen. Well, hey, Bill was there. What happened between you two? Nothing happened. Oh, really? And how did you get home? I called a cab. Okay, back to the subject. Stop this. Now, about this line of spa cosmetics. Does that mean you're going to accept my offer? No. Well, one step at a time, okay? I mean, I am intrigued by your idea of financing it for us. But...
So, Felicia said you're having a confidential meeting. I didn't know just how confidential it was.
Oh, you're just in time.
What are you trying to do? Cut me out?
Damn, almost got away with it.
So, are you ready to back us in a line of cosmetics?
I am.
What are we waiting for?
Scott, let's talk terms.
Let's do.
Oh, hi. This is Harry Simpson who called before, right?
Samson.
You know,
You got it.
if this girl was as good at typing as she was at schmoozing, we might actually have a use for her.
Well, you and Julia should consider it, really. I mean, think of your own hairline. Every day you're getting closer and closer to 3 fingers.
Hey.
What?
are you talking about?
This is the partner, Julia Barrett.
Good. I got you both. Charlie Sampson, cosmetic inventor, hair entrepreneur.
There's potential here to make a lot of money with hair growth.
You want deception involved with something that cures baldness?
Yes. Before and after.
Thank you, but just leave us your brochure. We'll be happy to get back to you.
And here's my card.
Uh-huh.
Have a good one.
Sorry, Charlie. Forget something?
Scout!
Does this mean the deal is off?
You bet the deal is off. You got a lot of nerve trying to take advantage of the bald people of the world. I got a good mind to punch you right in the nose. Take your poodle and get out of here. Now what? I'm headed for Three Fingers. I'm gonna have my own little poodle on my head. I wonder if those things itch. How did you know it was a Wilbur?
A what?
A divot.
A what?
A hairpiece!
He forgot his picture.
Felicia, we hired you as a receptionist, remember? No more, no less. Are you having a problem with that?
Yes, how can I sit behind a desk and act like I don't have a mind?
You know, she was doing a big informational thing here. I mean, do you know how many guys that are afraid of losing their hair, that are obsessed with their hair? I'm not one of them.
No, you're just their poster child.
Why? Hey, where you going?
We have a meeting with my accountant. I thought he could, show us the guidelines for making a deal.
Well, just don't make any commitments without me.
Oh, don't worry. The only commitment I want to make with you involves an insane asylum. I just met with Dominique and her CPA. Is there anything you want to tell me? What's wrong? What's this?
From Felicia?
What, she's sending executive memos now?
No, she quit.
Dear Scotty and Julia, much as I appreciate the opportunity to work for Deception, I think it's time to call it quits. I'm sorry it didn't work out. Sincerely, Felicia Jones. P.S. The keys to the lavatory are in my top right-hand drawer. The office keys under the plant. Scott, your extra hair products are in your file cabinet under H.
Oh, thank God.
I would have to be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit relieved. We needed a new receptionist, not a new partner.
Wait a minute.
No.
You never want to hear it in the beginning. You never even gave her a chance.
Speaking of not needing a new partner, is there something you want to tell me about involving Dominique?
Oh, just change the subject. What is that? That's like that women's therapy of the 90s. It's avoidance. Isn't that what that's called?
What are you yelling at me for? I didn't fire Felicia. She quit. And by the way, I was not the one who hired her. You pushed her down my throat, just like you're trying to push Dominique there.
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea. I think her cosmetic line is a good idea. I've been telling you that for months.
Yeah, and guess what else? I was just told that her CPA tells me that you went to our lawyers and had them call her lawyers to set up the whole deal.
Yeah. And I hope she does it really fast.
I cannot believe that you went around me on this. Scott, do you think there's ever going to be a time when we can agree on the same thing in the same room at the same time? Partner?
No.
Dominique has her Port Charles lawyer upstairs. She left here straight from our meeting, and if this thing blows up in our face, so help me, Baldwin, I hold you responsible.
Like to take a tour of the Port Charles Hotel with me today.
Well, even though I live there, I'd love to take a tour with you, Ned. You know what? I'm pretty busy today. It'd have to be this afternoon.
Well, that's fine. Whatever's convenient for you.
Okay. I'll meet you at the hotel, say 4:30.
Great.
Now listen, if we're going to expand into cosmetics, we got to make sure that we get the best. Do you understand me? The best. We got to hire a really good chemist to make sure that the mascara it doesn't, run. Say.
Right. That's why I'm going around and asking who has the best reputation.
Okay. Just make sure about that, and then give me some names when I come back in town.
Where are you going?
Texas, El Paso. We're having a big promotion down there for Deception. I got to make sure everything's running okay down there. I told you about it. Don't you remember anything?
No, but please feel free to go. As a matter of fact, go and stop off in Arizona and see your dad while you're down that way.
I was thinking about that.
Good. Look, I've got an appointment and I don't want to be late. Take this.
Got to get your color corrected?
No, don't believe in tanning booths.
Waxing? It is bikini time. All right, listen. It's not any of my business. I understand that. It's your business. It's your business. So,
Just because we're in business doesn't make my business your business. It's my business.
Of course. It's a personal thing, and I understand that. And I would never, ever pry into your personal life. I don't care. It's out of my mind. I don't care what you do.
Look, before I go out of my mind, I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll just ask Dominique. She tells me everything.